All right, happy Tuesday, everybody. So you should have already completed the daily math on your own, and now let's check our answers together. So number 1, you had to solve and then shade in to represent. This is what you worked on all last week, make an equivalent fraction. So we have the fraction 4/8, and we wanted to see how many halves are equivalent. So we're going to shade in 4/8. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we can look and see that 1/2 is equivalent to 4/8. Number 2, solve and then shade in to represent. This is one of the things that we will get to next week, and it's on adding fractions. So we have 3/5 plus 4/5. Now, when your denominators are the same, you don't have to worry anything about that. You just add your numerators. So we're going to add 3 plus 4, and we get 7/5. Now, this is a fraction we've talked about. This is called an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. This tells us that this is a fraction that is greater than 1 whole. So we're going to write it as a mixed number as well. 7/5 is going to be the same thing as 1 whole, which is 5/5, and then 2 more fifths. Now we're going to shade in our model to make this match. So first we'll do 3/5, 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to shade in 4/5. So I'll do polka dots this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our model also shows that we were able to fill in 1 whole, or 5/5, and then 2 more fifths, making 7/5. All right, number 3, we are going to multiply 6 times 1,745, and we're using the area model. So we'll start by doing our thousands. 6 times 1,000 is 6,000. Move to the hundreds. 6 times 700 is 4,200. Move to the tens. 6 times 40 is 240, and now multiply the ones. 6 times 5 is 30. Now, the beauty of the area model is you could have done that completely backward. You could have started with the ones, then the tens, then the hundreds, then the thousands. Now, we've got all of our 4 partial products, so now we're going to add to get our final answer. So I'm just going to use this space out to the side. 6,000 plus 4,200 plus 240 plus 30. So we add, and you should have gotten 10,470. All right, number 4. We're moving into the distributive property using multiplication. So the distributive property, we've nicknamed it the break apart strategy. There are lots of ways you can break apart the 14 in this problem. I'm going to break it apart the way we did most common in class, which was to break it into the tens and the ones. So I'm going to start by doing 6 times 14 is equal to 6 times 10 plus 6 times 4. So now I have 2 smaller multiplication problems to make this mental math a little easier. So we'll keep going. 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 4 is 24. So 6 times 14 is equal to 84. Now, maybe you wanted to do 6 times 7 and 6 times 7. You could have done that as well, and you would have gotten 42 plus 42 equals 84. There's lots of ways that you could break apart 14. No matter how you broke it apart, though, your answer should still be 84. All right, the last one is a word problem. And it says to solve and show your work. I love that. That's our proof. Word problem says, for every ticket Sven spent on games, he spent 6 on rides. If he spent $42 in tickets on rides, how many did he spend on games? All right, so first of all, what do we know? We know that he spent, for every ticket that he spent on games, he's going to spend 6 on rides. So if he spent $42 in tickets on rides, how many did he spend on games? So we're solving for G, games. This is set up as a division problem. You should have done 42 divided by 6. So G is going to be equal to 7. He spent $7 on games. All right, that's it for Tuesday. Stay tuned tomorrow for Wednesday's edition. Y'all have a great day.